Hello beauties, welcome back to Light Up Podcast. I'm your host Amy Wilkinson. A little bonus treat today. I have recorded a meditation. This is one of my faves. It's called Co-Create Your World. And I was actually listening to this yesterday. Like occasionally I'll listen to one of my own meditations just because they're so good. I don't really like listening to the sound of my voice, but this is a powerful meditation and a powerful activation. As I was listening to it, I thought, you know what, I'm going to gift this to my amazing Light Up community as a podcast episode. So this is one where, you know, in each of my meditations, the goal is to bring you back into connection with that part of you that is beyond the mind, the body, that is a part of the one divinity and the one consciousness, so that you get to remember who you are and that you are so much bigger than the roles that you play and the ways that we limit ourselves. And then you start to, from that place, once you remember and once you tap back into your expansive, boundless nature, you can create from that energy. And this is what Co-Create Your World is about. So it is a powerful process. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So we're going to dive into that episode. Before we do, I want to share the other thing that I'm really excited about as we are getting closer towards the end of the year. And that is my beautiful special joy retreat. I do still have some spots available. And, you know, there's such a beautiful thing when women in my community come together and connect. And amazingly, the people that have booked in so far are either part of my membership or podcast listeners or someone that's trained with me. So they're all people in my world. And I know that there are a few more of you who are yet to say yes, but can feel that there is a calling in your soul. So this is 3 nights away in the beautiful Tweed Valley at Stonehill Estate. It's this gorgeous property with this stunning pool. November, it is warm here in northern New South Wales where we will be. We have Tom and Tash serving us up the most divine, organic, whole food meals that is just like, if it was just about the food, that would be enough because the food is so incredible. But the food is like the icing on the cake because it is so much more about the energy that we tap into when we give ourselves space to be nourished and to pause and to receive practices and teachings that remind us of just how wonderful we are. And it's called joy because when we give ourselves the space to access the inherent joy, because so often we don't do that. The mind tells us we've got no time to be joyful. Honestly, it's medicine for the soul, and it is the thing that raises up our frequency more than anything else on the planet. But it's not going to be the only thing that we can, because we're going to be finding joy in yoga practices and receiving massages and beautiful spa with sauna and ice bath and all of that. I mean, it's just magic. So if you are interested, go to my website, thelightplace.com.au, and click on the retreats page, or I will leave the link in the show notes. And I would love to see you there if you feel so called to come along, because I guarantee you will walk away from those 4 days as a different, more evolved, lighter, more expansive version of you than when you arrived. I can promise you that. All right. Let's dive into this episode. We're going to go into a meditation. Please don't do this if you're driving. That would be silly. So take some space off the side of the road if you are driving, but maybe don't do this later when you're at home or in the morning when you have some space to really absorb it. I hope you enjoy. So much love. Welcome to your meditation. Take some time to just get comfortable where you are in your seat. Make any adjustments to support your physicality. And as you settle, see if you can create a sense of openness in your body and your energy. The softening down through your jaw, maybe letting your eyes gently close. Allowing your seat to get heavier and your hips to land a little deeper against the surface that's holding you. Can you allow there to be a softening of your skin as you settle into this sacred space? Allow your attention to gradually, instinctively come back in. As you feel and as you sense into the space inside of you that is available for you right now to experience, to come back home to. Come home to that part of you that is always within reach. There's nothing that you need to do to access that aspect of you that is ever present. Part of you that is, was, always will be. That's beyond the form. That's beyond the mind. Really letting yourself experience a journey home back to that part of you. Sense your soul, your higher consciousness, congratulating you, celebrating you for making your way here. And let's just see if we can find some space so that we can move and transition from the 3D form into the expansive 5-dimensional reality where all possibilities, unlimited possibilities, exist and live and breathe. So just start by becoming aware of the space that's around you, around your physical body. The space in between your right shoulder and the edges of the room. The space in between your back body and the wall behind you. The space in between your left shoulder and the room. And in between your frontal body and the wall that's out in front. Sense wherever you are, there is a vastness of space, a beautiful void that exists that you are a part of. And as your mind perhaps wanders, just notice it. That's what minds do, and you can gently bring it back. And now start to feel and sense the space that's 8 inches or so above the top of your head. Sense the energy that's alive there and an opening as this energy that's buzzing, warm, aglow, starts to move like a golden stream from the space above down and in through the top of your head, in through your brain, and just bathing all of the different cells and structures in your mind, in your head. Coming down into your third eye, that space in between the brows. Can you just sense that space here, your third eye, opening up a little more? Feel that space moving out in front of you, to the sides of you, behind you. Space opening there. Bring your attention down into your throat as this golden stream, this current of energy moves down and touches your throat as the space opens there a little bit more. Sense the widening of energy and a softening of all of the structures around that, the physical parts, as the space opens out beyond your physical reality. And feel the energy, this stream move down into your chest, into your heart, and just make space for it there, continuing to open. The energy might feel like it's spiraling. There is more room, more space as you come home to your heart here. And as you feel into who you truly are. So often we see through such a limited lens, and when we meditate and come home to ourselves, we remember how expansive we are, beyond the physical, beyond the mental. So can you find and access once again that part of you that's always here? The part of you that is lovingly observing all of this. Meet that part of you. It's the part without a body, without a name or an identity. It's the part of you that is an extension of the Creator of the universe. And as an extension of the Creator of the universe, you remember that you are a creative being, and that just via your energy and your beingness, you are 3D printing your world, your reality, each and every moment, via the vibration of you, via the energy. So connect with your soul and let your soul call you home. As you feel, as you do that, there is such an expansiveness of your energy that moves beyond your physicality out into the room and beyond into the vast space. You're no longer that dense matter. As you move into the wave form, and sense the space in between the particles, you realize you are energy. Now feel as though the ego part of you turns towards your soul, your higher self, and asks, how can I serve? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? You only answer to this guidance, to this knowing, to this wisdom that lives in your soul. Because you are no longer the stories, the programs. Your body answers only to a higher level of mind now. That is always here, guiding you, leading you. So from that place, I invite you to remember your future. remember your divine assignment that you chose before you came in here, before you incarnated into this physical reality. How do you live? Where are you? What does it feel like to be living that future now, deeply at home in who you are, in alignment with your soul, co-creating a life you could only dream of, but it is available to you right now? Because when we move beyond this 3D space, time no longer exists. All there is the nowness, the present moment. So what are you remembering about your future? What are you envisaging? You might see the images, a series of flashes of different images pop through. Can you feel in your heart an elevated emotion what that future feels like, to be living that now as the version of you who knows they are whole, complete, worthy, and deserving of all that they desire? For you are a deeply creative being who turns thoughts into things, who is magnetic via your feelings. You are the magnet right now via who you choose to be. And since gratitude is the ultimate state of receptivity, how much gratitude do you have? How much gratitude can you feel, can you access for being able to experience this now? In this moment, your frequency is in harmony. Your radio is tuned on, and you are building a whole new world via your vibration. And what you broadcast now is what you see in your three-dimensional reality. And so it is. So what is the movie that you are broadcasting now? Watch it. How does it feel? Let your whole being land into the feeling of that, living in that reality. Knowing that all potentials are available to you, and simply by you placing, observing this potential desired reality allows you to bring it into form. That is law. So just allow yourself to keep receiving these visions. And any reminders that want to come through for you now from your higher self, from your soul. Allow space for that now to receive that guidance, that wisdom. You are the designer, the architect of your own destiny, and you co-create with the vast, unlimited, the unseen, and so it is. Take a few final moments here. Knowing that this aspect of you is always here, that you never leave it. And you come back simply by your awareness and your intention. You are welcome here. You are safe to be here. And when you are ready, you can take a few deep breaths through your whole body. You can start to wriggle your toes and your fingers. And you can slowly come back into this present moment, celebrating all that you have remembered, celebrating all of who you are, and making a choice to stay in the vibration that you just tapped into as you move into the rest of your day. I hope you received and enjoyed that meditation and that it continues to support you in your days. So feel free to please share it with someone you know who you feel might receive benefit from that practice also. And if you're able to write a review of the podcast, if this is lighting you up in any way, then please review us on either Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, whatever platform you are listening to it on. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, share away. Have a beautiful rest of your day. So much love. Bye.